Okay, I'm kind of making this video for my younger self and anyone who relates to my younger self in regards to being an artist and taking meds for your mental health. I think like a lot of artistic people, I had that sneaky, deep-seated fear that like if I take meds to help certain parts of my brain, it is going to take away the one thing that I love about myself, which is my artistic self. And the way that my brain can be creative differently than most people's brains, than most like neurotypical brains. And I was so concerned because I think the reason was at the time, everything was so hard, everything was so awful, and I felt so bad about myself in almost every other area of my life. And this was like that one part of me that I still felt connected to and still loved. And so it feels really scary to risk something happening to that. And I think there's a lot of people that get really frustrated with loved ones and friends, whatever, who have hesitations about taking meds that everyone on the outside can see, like, we think this would really help you. But there's a lot of reasons for reservations around meds. And I think for artistic folks that are struggling, this is one of those reasons. But when we try to talk about it, people who aren't artistic or creative in the ways that we are can get upset with us, can get frustrated with us. And I just want to say that that's extremely valid. I also want to say that for me, I started taking medicine for my depression and anxiety, and it has made me so much more functional. I was worried it would kind of make me like a different person, and it didn't. I am able to be more me on my meds, and I'm able to be more functional so that I can actually create the art that I've always wanted to create. When I was really in the weeds with my anxiety and depression, I could have the ideas, but I couldn't translate it. I couldn't translate the art into getting on, words on a computer or on a piece of paper. It was just, everything was kind of stuck and muddled up here. And also, I could barely do anything without just bawling, crying all the time, or curled up in a little ball in a corner of my kitchen against the cabinets in the dark, and then trying my best to like make it to work and act like I was fine. And now I'm able to be so much more functional, and so that is what meds has done for me. And I know it's really scary and it's a big commitment to take meds that feel like you don't know how it's going to go. It could be horrible. It could be really great. You might have to play around with certain medications and, titrate up and titrate down of different kinds. And that can feel scary, especially when you're already in such a tenuous place. You deserve to be functional, and you deserve to be able to create the art that is deeply inside you. And so if you're worried that the meds are gonna take away your creativity, I just want to say, like, that has not been my experience. My experience has been that I'm actually able to create more. What it did take away to an extent was it made it harder for me to dissociate so deeply. And sometimes that can be a little frustrating, but ultimately that has been a good thing, and I've been able to adapt to the world around me better.